Hello friends. The topic which we are going to see today is about the Pegasus project which has been creating news all across this world since 2 days. If we see this Pegasus project, we have to go into the mythological stories of what is that Pegasus. In the same way as India, like we have three important gods, Shiva, Vishnu and Brahma. In the same way, Greek mythology has three important gods. One is the Zeus, who is the god of the sky, and then Poseidon, who is the god of sea, and one is the god of death, who is called as Hades. One of the daughters of Poseidon, the god of sea, is called as Pegasus. Pegasus is a flying horse, and this image of flying horse you would have seen in so many places, even in the memorial of Dr. J. Jayalalitha. If you see near the Marina Beach, you would see this image of Pegasus being engraved, and in most of the Greek mythological buildings, archaeological buildings, this image of Pegasus is very visible and is prominent. But this horse, flying horse, rather it is about the news which was broken by so many newspapers all across this world of government surveillance or intelligence organization surveillance of important key citizens of their own country. This news was broken by a group of newspapers, 16 or more newspapers. Example, Washington Post in USA, The Guardian in Europe, that is United Kingdom, Le Monde in France. If you see these, all these papers had broken this news at the same time, and what they say is that this Pegasus software gets installed in each the person whose mobile had to be hacked, and once this installation of software is done, that installation could very well easily hack any of the information that is in the mobile phone, and this information can track your calls, record your GPS data. You can see your videos, images, WhatsApp chats, emails, and everything under your phone comes under the control of the person who has installed this software. But this installation of software is not an easy thing. It costs a lot of money, and it has a lot of government regulation and international conventions to be followed. That is where this important or this turn of events happened. For example, this Wassenaar arrangement is something which comes into play while we are discussing this uh, case of international surveillance or national surveillance of citizens using this Pegasus software. What is this Wassenaar arrangement? Is that this Wassenaar arrangement was created in 1996 in Hague. It is for the uh, a group of countries forming, or they form together an international voluntary organization where they actually promise that conventional arms and goods and high-end technologies would not be given to other countries who are not members of this Wassenaar agreement. That is, if we are not members of this Wassenaar agreement, you will not be able to access high-end technologies or high-end conventional arms and goods, except for any waiver if we have specifically. And the key issue is that India was not part of this Wassenaar agreement, or was not a member of this agreement, and hence was not able to access many of the key technologies which were present. But again, the thing was that in the year 2013, this conventional use of arms and goods and as well as technologies control regime included one important facet, that internet based surveillance systems also came into that watch list. That is, any internet based surveillance system used for tracking criminal activities, terrorist activities, now could not be gotten by any of the country who are not members of this Wassenaar arrangement. But India, being a country which is surrounded by huge terrorist networks and infiltration, it was very much essential for us to get these surveillance based software so that we could track criminal activities and terrorist activities easily. And hence, what happened was, this is where the turn of events happened, that in the year July 2017, an important meeting was arranged between Prime Minister Netanyahu of Israel and Prime Minister Modi of India. This image actually personified the friendship which was blooming between India and Israel, and it was a defining moment in the relationship between the two countries, because this was the first time that an Indian head of the state or Indian prime minister went directly to Israel, dehyphenating India Israel Palestine issue. That is, the prime minister went to Israel, signed many agreements, including treatment of water and many other water technology related agreements, defense related agreements. But the prime minister did not talk about Palestine, which always formed a part of India Israel issue. And this was specifically called as dehyphenation of Israel Palestine diplomacy in terms of India. But at this moment when the meeting happened, India was not a member of Wassenaar arrangement, and the Le Monde paper in France breaks the news that it was in this meeting that this Pegasus software transfer was being discussed by the two heads of the state, because Pegasus software happens to be one of the most high-end intelligence software, surveillance-based software, and transfer of that needs government approval of the Israeli government, and hence any government or the government cannot give the software in without any international restrictions, and hence had to follow the Wassenaar arrangement which was there for transfer of technologies of such high-end surveillance internet based systems. But the turn of event happened that at the end, this was in July 2017, but at the end of December 2017, that is in around 6 to 5 months, India became a member of Wassenaar arrangement. And now, once India becomes a member of the Wassenaar arrangement, it was easy for the government of Israel or the company which was supplying the Pegasus software for it to be transferred to the Indian government or the Indian intelligence agencies. But these software were specifically for tracking terrorist activities and were very costly. Even a 50 member list of tracking of numbers was a very costly affair. But the issue now has crept in is that these papers have broken that these software which was for specifically terrorist activities were used on important politicians in India and important strategists of political parties in India, and it was also used on some of the key journalists of India, and to know what the stories that were they were tracking. And also, it did not leave out even the Supreme Court, some of the Supreme Court judges. And if you see, all the three pillars, or three of the four important pillars of the Indian democracy was based or subjected to surveillance using this Pegasus software. But the sad part was that one of the key numbers, or one of the important numbers, was also of a basic common citizen of this country, and that tracking happens to be an eye opener in the case of Indian democracy, or the steps that need to be taken for prevention of violation of Indian privacy or citizens' privacy in case of these high-end technologies which are now going to be used in an even stronger fashion. And the recent Supreme Court judgment of uh, Puttasamy case, where the Supreme Court says that Article 21, right to life and to live with dignity also includes right to privacy as their fundamental rights. And I hope this event would change the the movement of right to privacy, or importance of right to privacy becomes prominent in Indian democracy since this event. Thank you.